r/AskReddit. All you can eat buffet workers, what are your horror stories? I bus at a slightly nicer restaurant. On Fridays and Sundays we offer a prime rib and crab leg buffet, among a salad bar, hot and cold entrees, and a dessert bar. It's honestly pretty nice and our buffet runner keeps anyone from doing horrible things to the buffet. But the one incident that will always stand out to me was when this family of 5 came in. From the moment they came in to the moment they left, they ate as many crab legs as they possibly could. Their server and I were clearing plates off as fast as we could. But every time we would return it seemed like another mountain of crab leg shells would appear in front of each member of that family. I know not how they ate so much, and I honestly can't recall if they are anything besides the crab. Piles upon piles of shells were left upon the table after they left. It was truly a sight to behold. What's more is, after I wiped down the table and came back with settings, I had to get another rag to wipe down the table again because something in the crab leg juice combined with our sanitizer and left a nice milky residue upon the table. Delicious. When I leave this job I'll never be able to look at crab legs the same way. A woman came in with 2 of her kids and had a pretty regular meal. You pay when you leave at our place, and she decided to sneak out with her younger daughter before paying, leaving her underage son alone at the table. We caught on pretty quick and sent someone after her, who found her in her car in the parking garage, waiting for her son to come as well. She refused to come back in and pay, so we had to keep her son hostage until the police came to handle the situation. What some people will do to their kids, I swear. Edit. Forgot to mention we also found out from her son that she stole one of the manager's keycards, and they would regularly come into the hotel and use the card to go swimming in the top floor pool. Smart, I'll give her that, but still. I did something similar, but not maliciously. My wife and I went out to eat at a local Thai place, and after dinner I realized I forgot my wallet and my wife didn't bring her purse. I left my wife as collateral and dashed home and back in record time. Not mine, but I had a buddy who was 400+ pounds, and the dude could put away some food. He went to a casino buffet that was one of the higher end ones that had crab legs and steak. On about his 4th or 5th plate stacked full of crab legs, the manager came out and gave him $250 in free slot play to leave the buffet. Edit. So I linked this to my buddy who pointed out that there were 2 other dudes there and none of them was under 300 pounds. They killed a metric frick ton of food between them, and he was putting them to shame. The buffet was higher end, so it was $50 a person. But they easily all ate probably 3 to 4 times that, and he ate probably 8 to 10 times that worth in food. He then went on win just over $100 with that free slot play as well. If you can't beat the casinos at the games, beat him at the bar or buffet. World been sick. If he held out for more. The frick you talking about, boss? I'm just getting started. I'm going surf and turf this place into the ground unless I see 4 of those vouchers. Years ago, I worked at an all-you-can-eat country buffet in South Carolina. I was a busboy. One day, I went to a table. It was a mess, as per usual. It looked to be a large family/group of families of around 12 people or so. The thing that stuck it in my memory is that whenever they had finished with what they were going to eat, they would scrape their plate and use it again. Scrape their plates onto the floor next to their chairs. So next to each chair, there was a 6-inch to 18-inch pile of chicken bones, crab legs, mashed potatoes, remnants of baked potatoes, etc. Just disgusting. Out of all the horrible things I have read in this post, this is the only comment so far to get an audible what the frick from me. It's just such an odd thing to do. Like, I can't fathom any reason why they wouldn't want to get a fresh plate. At one point myself and 2 other family members worked at a Golden Corral, each in different sections, because small towns don't have a lot of job options for high school/college kids. I worked in the bakery, which was surprisingly low in horror stories other than the chaos that remained after a large group of children came through. My brother worked the steak station. He got these regulars that would tip him pretty well if he would prepare blue steaks for them. The very idea of ordering blue steaks from a buffet makes me gag. My cousin worked the salad bar. Management would require her to keep seafood items on the bar for long after the point where they'd be safe to consume. I think the record was chilled shrimp from Mother's Day that stayed for over a week and a half. They finally caved and let her toss them when a customer complained about the smell. I work at a French bistro and had a customer order a blue burger last night. We can make them, but it requires a lot of training to be able to cook them properly. It's becoming something people are requesting more often, although I'd never take a chance on essentially eating raw ground beef. Not a buffet, but I worked at a pizza parlor that offered a lunch buffet of endless pizza. The lunch ran from 11 AM to 3 PM. This gentleman comes in, I think he was homeless. He serves up a sky-high plate of pizza and just goes to town. He stayed from the beginning to the very end to make sure he got his money's worth. Well, his body didn't appreciate being stuffed like a pinata of pizza. He got up, waddled fast to the bathroom, and next thing I know I'm being told he had liquid poop trailing behind him to the bathroom and inside the bathroom. I was informed by my boss about the incident. I told him I was just heading out for a break. I was not about to clean that up. This reminds me, I was a server at a Charleston's restaurant in early 2000s. A fairly nice restaurant in an affluent suburb. One customer apparently couldn't make it to the bathroom and trailed diarrhea from her booth to the bathroom on carpet. The general manager, proprietor, and owner of the restaurant on a Friday night at 8 o'clock was down on his knees cleaning and wiping it up. He didn't ask any of us to do it. He couldn't. He freaking manned up, took responsibility for his restaurant in his suit, and got on his hands and knees and cleaned up poop. The owner. I respected him before cause I always thought he was a solid dude, but wow did I respect him even more after that. Absolute integrity move. Will never forget that. My parents owned an all-you-can-eat buffet, and I was there every day of my life from 4 to 14. My favorite horror story is when a couple came in to eat. Obviously, they loved the crab legs, and every time my mom puts them out, they took it all. Also, just a reminder, crab legs are expensive. Forget the other customers, they just took it and ate it all. So they're there for maybe 2 hours now, and it's getting dark. They've eaten through at least a week's stock of crab legs, and my mom finally decides it's enough. She stops putting it out in the buffet and brings individual plates to the customers who wanted it but couldn't get any due to this couple. Understandably, the couple is angry. They literally flipped the chairs at their table, flipped their plates, bowls, cups, etc. and completely trashed their area. Food was all over the floor, table, chairs. Sticky soda was dripping into the carpet. They left in a hurry, but someone caught their license plate. We called the cops and I think they said they charged them with something. I can't remember the aftermath details clearly because I was probably 8 or 9 years old, 20 now. I just remember looking at the mess and feeling really angry that my sister and I had to clean it up with our mom. It was a family run business, so we didn't have much help. Anyways, that's my horror story. The end. Something similar happened at a Chinese buffet in the town over from where I grew up. Only, I think the customers started fighting with each other over the crab legs. It was so bad it made the news. I'm pretty sure the place no longer serves crab legs. Wish I knew what made some people so weird about crab legs. This is Maine, not like they're rare. Once saw an obese woman nearly shove a 7-year-old into the goldfish pond when the attendants came out with a new tray of crab legs. You wouldn't think a 400-pound woman could move that fast. She absolutely did not care what was between her and those crab legs. I didn't work at an all-you-can-eat, but my sister did. The buffet itself was on the first floor, so you had to take either the stairs or the elevator to your seat. Once there was a lady who was carrying a tray with a whole lot of stuff on it down. Glasses, plates, and a whole lot more of junk. My sister asked the lady if she needed any assistance, to which the lady replied, "You assume because I'm fat, I need help?" My sister didn't react. A few seconds later the lady fell down the stairs. There was blood and food everywhere. Did your sister walk over and ask, "Do you need any assistance now?" College friend worked at a Chinese buffet. He said they caught a regular dipping his pizza in the wonton soup bowl, like, in the queue, and not at his table, and eating it. Bite, dip, bite, dip, bite, dip. After the 4th time in a month he did it, management finally kicked him out. The classic 4 strikes and you're out. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please consider leaving a like and subscribing for more videos like this. Don't forget to leave your stories in the comments below.